Hello, hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on the video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and we are reacting to my queen, my goddess, my end-all be-all, the one, the only Miss Kelly Clarkson, and some more for Kellyoke segments. It's been a couple weeks since I dived into some of these, but I've been adding to my playlist surely but surely. And yeah, I'm ready to dive into these. So recently, she's been doing quite a number of covers of her own songs that are like album tracks or songs that she hasn't sung in such a long time. And like it started off with, I think, You Love Me from Stronger, which I love that song and I already reacted to that in one of my previous Kellyoke segments. But had I known that she was going to continue on that train and do more of her own songs and for Kellyoke, I would have saved You Love Me for later and with just an entire video of nothing but her covers of her own songs. But unfortunately I didn't know, I didn't have that foresight. So this particular reaction session is going to be kind of sort of like that. It's going to be basically songs that she has sung before. Two of the songs are from her own discography that she hasn't sung in a while, and then the other two songs are songs that she sang on American Idol, and she may have sung a couple of times since then, but I don't know that she sung them too recently outside of these Kellyoke performances. So first, we are going to start off with a song that she sang during the audition round or Hollywood week of American Idol, Save the Best for Last, from Miss Vanessa Williams. I love this song, I adore the song, and I'm ready to see what Kelly does with it. So we are just going to dive on in and find out in a second. Nope, that's the wrong video. That's what I want.
Sometimes the snow comes down in June. Sometimes the sun goes round the moon. I see the passion in your eyes. Sometimes it's all a big surprise. 'Cause there was a time when all I did was wish you'd tell me this was love. It's not the way I hoped or how I planned, but somehow it's enough. And now we're standing face to face. Isn't this world a crazy place? Just when I thought our chance had passed, you went and saved the best for last. Sometimes the very thing you're looking for is the one thing you can't see. Sometimes the snow comes down in June. Sometimes the sun goes round the moon. Just when I thought a chance had passed, you go and save the best for last.
Sing, queen, sing. Sing the damn song. Y'all better clap for her, Lord. So what I love about that song, that rendition of, well, lots of things, but I just loved how easy it felt, how easy and just effortless and just natural it felt coming out of her. Because like I said, I remember her singing this on American Idol Hollywood week, and I think it was the last, like they had already gone through like all the group challenges and all that kind of stuff, and it was like your last performance before they tell who's in the top 30, before we get to the actual televised rounds. And you know, we only got to see a little bit of her singing it. You know, just sometimes of everything you're looking for is the one thing you can't see. Like, I feel like that's all we got out of her. Maybe we got a little bit more after that, but we only got a little taste of it. So I'm glad that, you know, she came back and revisited and we got a little bit more. I could still use a full, y'all know, I can use a full studio version, full length performance, but I'll take the little snippet that I get here. But yeah, it just felt easy and effortless, and like nothing felt forced or pushed. It was like breathing, like she was just breathing the song out of her. All the runs, the melismas, they were just tastefully decorating the song here and there, but it was just about just singing, not about, you know, trying to sing your face off or belt and all this. It was just singing, just breathing, and just, you can appreciate the tone of her voice, you can appreciate just the stylistic things that she does, but just, yeah, it's just about the voice, and yeah, it's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I love, like I mentioned, I love the musical arrangement of it. I like how it started off with the piano, and then slowly they started to incorporate, I think the drummer was just hitting like the cymbals or maybe the hi-hat or something, you know, just, he wasn't like intensely like cranking up, it was just like a subtle and it gave this sort of like jazz bar kind of feel a little bit. And then as we ramped back into the last set of or last chorus or something, I think the drums came in a little bit stronger and whatnot. I mean, Jason, he does amazing stuff, amazing arrangements for Kelly. So I love him for all the hard work that he does, and he gives Kelly the arrangements and the music that she deserves. But yeah, I love it, and it just goes to show, because like I said, this performance, it wasn't a huge belty thing. It's not like her most impressive, you know, high notes or anything like that she's ever done in life. And I feel like from what I did see when she did on American Idol, this didn't deviate too far. Obviously, she's matured and she's got a better handle over her voice and whatnot, so things are better in a sense. But like vocal choices that she made, I don't think she strayed too far from what she did back then. So it just goes to show you, even back then, she didn't have to do all of these, you know, vocal acrobatics and, you know, all these showcasey, super duper fancy notes for the judges to still see that, man, this girl's got something. Because even she could have sung any number of songs that, you know, would have showcased her range and vocal ability and her vocal acrobatics and all that kind of stuff during that Hollywood round in order to get her into the, you know, top 30. But she chose to just sing this, a nice simple song, and she sang it simple, pretty, and it just goes to show you that when you got it, you got it. And you can just sing something simple and pretty, and the tone of your voice can just carry it off, and that's what it did. And, you know, we got an American Idol out of it, so I thoroughly enjoyed this. All right, so the next one that we're going to get into, we are hopping forward, I think, into the top 7 iconic Kelly Clarkson American Idol performance, when she walked out there with her black fedora and her white shirt with her midriff showing, and the menswear, the black tie, and I believe the red belt with the, you know, the black skinny pants. Just God, she was looking fire. I wanted to emulate that look so much, let me tell you. But she is covering now for Kellyoke, Natural Woman. I think this is an older Kellyoke performance. Someone sent it to me and told me that I needed to react to it, and it just feels like something that I would have, and I already did react to it, but I know I've just listened to her sing this a million times. But I went looking through my videos and I couldn't find it anywhere, so we're gonna react to it now. So let's dive on in.
Looking out on the morning rain.
Come on, girl.
I used to feel so uninspired.
Looks gorgeous.
And when I knew I had to face another day, Lord, it made me feel so tired. Before the day I met you, life was so unkind, but you're the key to my peace of mind. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, hey, you make me feel like a natural woman.
Such full, rich chest voice right now.
Oh, babe, what you done to me,
Yeah.
ooh, you make me feel so good inside. And I just so wanna be
Come on, Rasp.
close to you. You make me feel so. Oh, you make me feel.
weight in her voice on this. So this is one that, pause, no, sorry. This is one that I've watched her sing it a million times over. I've watched the American Idol performance dozens and dozens and dozens of times. I've watched the World Idol performance. I've watched her sing it on tour. I've watched her sing it on the Grammys. I've seen her sing this a number of times, and every time it's always beautiful, always a magical experience. My favorite performance will always be when she sang it at the Grammys along with Tennessee Whiskey. I just adore that performance. I feel like that is, well, because it was the full-length song. So, well, did she sing the second verse? No, I don't think she sang the second verse. Actually, it was pretty close to this rendition, actually, now that I think of it. But still, the version on the Grammys is my all-time favorite rendition of it, because I just feel like it's like the perfect example of an artist who has been singing a song for so long, so many years, but still finding ways to change it and still finding ways to have it evolve with them, evolve with their voice, evolve with their career as time has gone on. And it's just like the perfect rendition. It's a perfect Kelly rendition as far as I'm concerned. Yes, the super high head voice, whistle note, whatever she hit on American Idol was impressive, and it did what she needed to do. She's like, yeah, I just wanted to show off my range, blah, blah, blah. And it absolutely did that. It's iconic. But there's just something about the grounded nature in the performance at the Grammys that I gravitate towards. It's just, it's delicious. It's delicious. It's delicious. It just feels like a mature woman singing the song. And here, it gives me those same kind of Grammy vibes. I still prefer the Grammy performance to it, but this was fantastic nonetheless. I love, like I said, the weight in her voice when she was singing this song. And similar to Save the Best for Last, there was this ease about it, even though it can be, a big belty song and, riffs and runs all over the place. There was still this grounded ease about everything when she was singing, and everything just seemed to sit well in her voice. And yeah, I dug it. I love the weight in her voice. I love how heavy and full it sounded, and I love just when she sings Aretha's one of those artists, like, if you're gonna sing her, you gotta sing her. You gotta sing it from your gut, from your diaphragm. You gotta push these notes out, these belts out, and it's one of those artists that lends itself well to, okay, you want to push out some rasp, or you want to push out a growl or whatever, go on ahead. Like if you're gonna sing Aretha, you gotta sing Aretha. And Kelly, every time she sings Aretha, it's always just this magical, soulful experience. I'm like, yes, girl, sing your face off. Love it. All right, so now we are diving into the first of two songs that she's performed recently that were from her album tracks. So this one, if you've not seen her perform it in Indianapolis, What Are You Doing With Your Life? It's such an iconic performance. So everything's iconic as far as I'm concerned when it comes to her. But now we're going to look at her covering her song Tightrope and just see what she does with it.
I'm on the tightrope. You've got your reasons. When did it get so hard to breathe? Hot in the spotlight, I'm feeling so tight. Your hands are burned from holding me. And maybe you and I will fall in time eventually. You're on the tightrope. I've got my reasons. How did we get so tangled? You turn, I stay straight. I bend as you break. We're so messed up, but I know that you and I will fall in time eventually. Or maybe we'll both die trying. 'Cause I ain't seen nothing like you.
Come on, Jesse.
Light up everywhere.
Yes, queen. Yes. I'm just gonna take it back a little bit because I want to hear something again. Okay. Okay. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I mean, it's just one of those beautiful songs. It's beautiful, it's haunting. There's just this atmospheric air that the song and the instrumentation of it just sets. It just sits, it puts you in this atmospheric mood, and you're just like at peace and just, oh. It's just so hauntingly beautiful. But I wanted to go back because at first listened through and I was like, yes, Jessie. I thought once we got to that part, because I know when she sang in Indianapolis, Kelly did those no high head note oohs. I'm not going to attempt to do it right now. But she was doing all those oohs. And there was just something about it here because the camera like was at a wide shot or something. And so when it got to that part, I was expecting to hear the oohs, and I heard the oohs, I'm like, ooh, yes. But I still heard the chorus going on, and the chorus sounded like Kelly's voice. Like, it just sounded like Kelly was sitting on the chorus line, and there were just background oohs happening behind her. So I was like, yes, Jessie, thinking Jessie was doing these high, beautiful head voice oohs, and Kelly was holding down the chorus. But then it came in, the camera shot came in, and I was like, oh no, Kelly's doing the oohs, and Jessie's over here doing the chorus in the background, and I got to hear Jessie's voice a little bit more, and I'm like, ooh, yeah. I'm still like, yes, Jessie. It's a different reason now, but yes, Jessie. And yes, Kelly. Like, Kelly's head voice hasn't faltered, wavered, or anything. It is still as gorgeous as it has been for the last 15, 20 years since she won. Like, God, gorgeous. I love this song. I love this. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to play. I love the slight instrumental changes that they made here, and it's just beautiful. Again, it's another one of those songs, like it seems to be a running theme with this reaction session, where everything just feels easy, and it just feels like breathing. Like, the song is one of those songs that just feels like breathing, and it's just easy, and it just floats out of her, and it's just gorgeous. It's gorgeous, it's timeless, and it's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful vocals. I'm living. All right, so our last one for this session is one I'm super duper excited about because potentially it might be my favorite song on my December. Maybe. I go back and forth, but I feel like most of the time this is my favorite song on my December, and for right now we're just gonna say that it is. And I thoroughly enjoy this song. It's just so good, and I always think back to Kelly's performance of it on, I think it was the AOL sessions. Love. But she is covering her own song, Maybe, and as soon as I saw this explode on Twitter, I think yesterday, all the Kelly fans were just retweeting and commenting, oh my god, I can't believe she did this, oh my god. I was like, okay, instant ad, boom. We are reacting to this in our next session. Done, and done. So we're just gonna dive into this and just see.
I'm strong, but I break. I'm stubborn, and I make plenty of mistakes. Yeah, I'm hard, and life with me is never easy to figure out to love. I'm cheated, but also lovely. All you have to do is hold me, and you know and just see just how sweet it can be if you trust me, love me, let me, maybe I'm confusing as hell. I'm nothing so, and I'll probably never have it all figured out. But what I know is I wasn't meant to walk this world without you. I don't wanna be tough, need to be loved. I just need to be loved by you. Maybe, maybe,
Okay, Queen came through. She came, I mean, she always comes through, but she came through in this episode. She came through with these vocals, with this song. Yes, God. Like, this is the cover version of the song that we needed, okay? I've said it a million times, but I need a full-length recording of this rendition because I love both. I love the original and I love this. What I love about the original, yes, you know, it was in her 20s when she was going through her emotional, you know, pissed off phase, all that kind of stuff. She was, you know, whatever. So the instrumentation of, you know, the one from My December has this very sort of aggressive driving guitar, driving drum beat, and it's very kind of like you feel this rising tension, and it's just got this more aggressive nature to it of someone who's like very, very angry and upset, you know, on the inside. Where like this, the stripped down sort of just piano and guitar, it's just gorgeous. You still get those emotional vibes, but it's coming from a different place. It's coming from, again, older, more mature, and just even more relatable. Like I said, this is probably it is one of my favorite songs on My December, if not my favorite. I haven't gone through that. I've been meaning to get to my ranking of the My December songs. I haven't gotten around to it yet. I did the first two albums, and I was going to go through all the albums. I just haven't gotten to My December yet. I will eventually. But yeah, like, I've always loved the song. There's always been something about the lyrics in the song that have always just been super relatable to me, regardless of where I am in life, regardless of what's going on. Because like there are certain songs that trigger certain emotions, and there are certain songs that I relate to in a particular moment in time. Like there's some of her songs that whenever I was in a fight with somebody, or you know, going through a breakup or whatever it was, that I hear those songs and triggers those emotions, and I get really attached to them at that particular point. This is one of those songs that it doesn't matter what's going on in life, what emotional state I'm in, I just always relate to this because it's not tied to any particular circumstance. It's basically just saying, hey, I am a bag full of mess. I'm a huge ass mess, and all I want is just someone to love me for all of this mess. And like, there are a couple points here, but I remember back when I was considering getting a tattoo, this was one of the songs I was considering actually getting the lyrics tattooed. I think it was I don't wanna be tight, I don't wanna be proud, I don't need to be fixing, I certainly don't need to be found. I'm not lost, I need to be loved, I just need to be... Yeah, so I think it was, yeah. I don't need to be fixing, I certainly don't need to be found. I'm not lost. Like, that set of lyrics has always just resonated with me because it's one of those things, and I've always been a big proponent of like letting people know that yes, I'm single. Well, no, but I'm single by choice, and I'm not lonely. Like I have so many friends who they feel like they have to be in a relationship to, you know, feel validated, or they need to be in a relationship. Like they're addicted to being in relationships. They can't be alone. They can't be single. They're always floating from relationship to relationship. And, you know, whatever. All I can do is give my advice, give my peace of mind, and be there for them. And you know, they'll be like, oh well, you know, why are you still single? Why don't you put yourself out there? Blah blah blah. And it's just one of those things where it's like, no, I'm not single because I'm in a period where I'm trying to you know, find myself. I'm not, you know, single because I'm trying to, you know, get over this, that, and the other. I'm just happy by myself. So, and there's a number of other circumstances, but it's like, I'm not somebody who needs to be fixed. I'm not lost. I don't need to be found. I'm not looking for somebody to find me and save me and rescue me. That's not, like, if I'm, you know, venturing out into, you know, the dating world or a relationship or whatever, I'm not looking for someone to come and save me. I'm not looking for someone to find me. I'm not lost. I don't need to be found. If I decide to dive into a relationship, I just need to be loved. That's all. And there's so many other just little, like, gold lyrics throughout this song that it's just like, oh my God, this is me. I'm confusing as hell. I'm north, I'm south, and I'll probably never have it all figured out. Yes, me. And just so many times throughout this song where it's like, oh my God, it's like the words were taken out of my head and just put into song form. This and her song Don't, which was never, you know, released as a single. I think there is some like demo studio recording that I really don't actually care for. I prefer the live version to that demo version. But you know, there's nothing that was ever officially released from it. But these two songs were like written for me. Like they song lyrics plucked out of my head, put on paper, and Kelly sang them for me. Like, but yes, sorry, I babbled for a while there. But I love this rendition. Her vocals on it were just so gorgeous. And again, I've mentioned a number of times, sometimes when she was going through her divorce, and I mentioned she looked like she was on autopilot sometimes when she was performing. The vocals were always good, but you could see like the sparkle in her eye wasn't there, and like certain things she did when she was normally performs, she wasn't doing. Here is a perfect example where she was in the song, hands up, singing, feeling, eyes closing, and like she was in this song. Again, maybe she's channeling stuff from the divorce, maybe she's channeling something else, I don't know. But she was in this performance, she was in it, and I was in it with her. It just, I love this song so much. Alright, so I've babbled enough, so let's do our ranking of this episode's performances, which is going to be hard because they were all kind of fire. But if I had to rank them, in fourth place, I'll put Save the Best for Last. Again, there was nothing wrong with any of these performances. It's just me trying to avoid having a four-way tie for first. So I'll put Save the Best for Last in last place. Then Natural Woman. Then I'll just do it in the order I watched, I guess. Tightrope, and then maybe up in the first place spot, because maybe just gave me all of my life. I need a full album version of this arrangement, this rendition. So Kelly, get on it. But yeah, let me know what your rankings are down in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed me rambling in this reaction session. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications so you'll be notified when all my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments, and I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya. And before you guys go, a shout out to my amazing patrons. I can't begin to express how thankful I am for your support. And if you guys would like to join us over on Patreon, the link is down in the description. Love you guys.